What is up, everybody? This is Jay on behalf of FundYourFX Trader in an interview series highlighting our most profitable traders. And today we've got a highly profitable trader here to talk to us. So let's just get jumping right into it and get started and hear a little bit about your trading journey. Welcome, Syed Ahmed. Thank you for joining me on this interview.
Thank you for having me.
So just to kind of get started here, my first question is really going to ask is when did you start your trading journey? What was that like?
So my trading journey started in the beginning of lockdown, when coronavirus kicked in. So my business was closed. So I found myself, I had a little bit of time and I made some silly mistakes. And in the beginning, I took some losses, which actually made me go back and study and perfect a strategy. You can never perfect a strategy, but with anything in the world, with experience, you grow. So you only have to make them mistakes for you to get better at something. So what I did different from a lot of other people, I think, is not give up. I didn't give up on the journey. So I'd say it's been about 1.5 years, coming on to 2 years now. So that's when I first started, yeah.
Cool. Well, you started recently, and it must have been tough to suffer a lot of those losses at the beginning and then to keep going and to learn from those experiences and get to a point where you finally were consistent and profitable. So how long would you say it took to go from, I'm making all these mistakes, I'm losing all this money, to now where you're obviously an esteemed trader with FundYourFX? What was that journey like?
So it was very challenging. I'm not going to say it was a walk in the park. Absolutely not. Trading requires a very strong psychological mind, and for me to understand that, I had to make all the mistakes. And I figured after 1 year that, your mindset is the biggest thing when it comes to trading. Everybody can win a trade, but can you handle your loss is the main question. So what I started doing from there, rather than investing my own money, there's many prop firms out there now who actually fund traders. They actually do something called a challenge, where you pay a fee and you're required to get 10% before they fund you with the capital. Now, I was on that for like almost over a year. And then, in the beginning, I was failing challenges like within a couple of days. I was rushing it. But what the actual prop firm challenges enabled me to do, it made me better at my risk management because of your daily drawdown, etc. So I wouldn't really have that daily drawdown parameter if I was trading on my own accounts. So that being a very big thing in terms of my risk management. So after failing so many, I started to pass the 50Ks, getting 10%, the 100Ks, the 200K, the 400K, and I'm currently doing £1 million one, which I've just started last week with another prop firm. But these are all challenges. So where FundYourFX is different, FundYourFX actually, they don't have a challenge. Now, if I knew that before I started all my challenges last year, then I would have come straight with FundYourFX, because I would have saved my time and money on the challenges. So what FundYourFX do actually, they actually give you the live capital, and this is a big stepping stone in the prop firm industry, because everybody else requires you to do a challenge before you get funded, whereas FundYourFX actually give you live capital straight away. So I actually had the interview with FundYourFX, and especially on my trading journey where I am at the moment, it was just like the perfect timing, for something like that to be introduced. So what I was required to do is to gain 10%, and they said they will add to my capital, increase it by 50% if I can do that. So my psychology was totally different now, because whereas on the challenges I have to trade, here it's more like when I want to trade, because there's no set days that I have to hit a specific target, or I'm not forcing a trade. I'm rather just waiting and executing the trade, because my capital is already live with FundYourFX. So I managed to actually hit 10% in 3 days on 3 trades. So after I hit the 10%, I just stopped trading on the account, although I could carried on and maybe got more, but I just stopped because as a trader, you have to have like a specific target, and also this milestone of a 10%, which they said they will increase my capital after being paid. So I waited. After 4 weeks, at the end of the month, they verified my account. They checked that everything was okay. I didn't breach any rules, because the rules is like you can only use 0.2 per £2,000 that they give as capital. So there's set rules that you have to abide by, and you can't also go below 10% drawdown. But I don't think my drawdown was anywhere near 10%. So I'd hit that 10%, and then FundYourFX, after 4 weeks, I received my payment. Customer service has been absolutely fantastic from the very beginning. The interview stage in the beginning, I was a little bit skeptical, but I went ahead with it, and like all it was to me was just to mirror my trades as I was doing on the other accounts. And yeah, I got paid, and then the next day they had increased my account balance, and I've been trading on it since this week. I only took 2 trades, and I think I'm up $750.
Wow.
From 2 trades. So what I, like at the moment, I'm on challenges with other companies, prop firms, and up to the biggest one I'm working on at the moment is the £1 million account. So my goal actually is, with FundYourFX, is keep building the 10% every month, or even if it takes me 2 months. There's no time limit as to when I should or could hit that 10%. So eventually I'd like to grow that and see where I can take this. So rather than looking at the money side of it, I work on more of the percentage side, because if I'm able to gain 10% on a 15k account, then I should easily be able to gain 10% on a £1 million account.
Right.
It's the same approach. It's just the lot size has been a little bit different. But FundYourFX, for traders who have been profitable, for traders who just want to even maybe give it a go, and rather than depositing £500 into a broker and following signals or something, I definitely would recommend them to look into FundYourFX. And I know how hard this journey can be, because I felt every single emotion this market threw at me, from losing trades, to losing money, to failing challenges, to almost giving up. And it's a lonely world when it's you versus you. So for something to work, and to be able to, like, after what I've went through in the beginning, to be here getting interviewed by you, it's, for me, it's an honor, and it's just the first thing in my milestone, wherever I want to reach. And I know there's a lot of people in my trading community that struggle with, number one, with capital, with challenges, with all sorts. So most definitely, I'm definitely going to recommend FundYourFX to them guys, and hopefully together as a community, help each other, and hopefully build that same kind of mindset for these guys. And knowing that FundYourFX is behind them, it's amazing. And another thing is, I speak to traders in third world countries, in Nigeria, in Bangladesh, in Ghana, and these guys, I know how hard they have got life as it is. So for them to wanting to prosper in trading, so what I've also done is I've helped them pass funded account challenges, 100k challenges.
Awesome.
I've paid for the accounts, and for them, I've kind of like met the family on FaceTime, and for them it's like a life-changing opportunity. So most definitely, I would definitely give them FundYourFX accounts as well, and I'll get them to treat it like as a proper business, and hopefully they can learn from me and from my results, and just because results talk, right? So this is why we're on this video call, because FundYourFX took a look at my record, and this is where we are. But in terms of the company legitimacy of paying and everything, there's been no issues.
Cool.
The money was transferred by bank wire as promised, 50%. So I'll keep looking forward to the withdrawal dates.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep on going. And this journey is about keep on going. You just gotta, not every day is going to be the same. And you just gotta have a plan and stick to your plan.
Right.
And risk management is important in this game. So
kind of on that note, I'd love to shift and talk briefly about some of the strategies that you've used to become successful on FundYourFX. Obviously, FundYourFX is kind of the platform and the support system that allows you to grow and become a successful trader. But everybody's got a different style. Everybody's got a different strategy. So I'd love to give some tactics to people who are listening here. Like, what kind of trader are you? Tell me a little bit about your trading style and your strategy.
Right. So I get asked this sometimes on Instagram, on Telegram. So, you know, what I realized, the less you look at the charts, the less lines you have, the less you do, the less you even spend time on the trading, the better you become. And I promise you, there's consistency is the most important thing in this business, you know, and the market's open 23 hours for, so if it wants to ruin you, it has 23 hours of the day to absolutely squeeze everything out of you. So the strategy what I use is more, sometimes it's, you know, it's a calculated risk at the end of the day. You know, you have to make a decision, and if you've made that decision, you have to know worst case scenario, what's going to be the outcome. You know, never to like hold on to marry a trade like I've done in the past, waited like a week hoping that it's going to come up, and then the final day I just take it out on a big loss, and then it starts to come up. So what I find myself to, you know, the more little time I can spend in the market, the better it is for me. I started reading candlesticks a little bit better, you know. Some might have a specific word for this movement, but I just identify something in the movement of the candle, and it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be right all the time, but my risk is calculated, and I'm only willing to lose so much if it doesn't go my way. So even if it didn't go my way 5 times, and on the 6th time it actually went through, for me that's good enough, because it'll cover up all my losses. I'm still in the game, because this trading industry, it's about staying in the game. And, you know, you're not going to win all the time. And it's the times that you're not winning is how less can you lose in that period of time before you actually make the wins. So my strategy being 2 to 3 trades a day, you know, because I'm a day trader. You know, I don't like to hold positions overnight or over the weekend, purely because, you know, in the past, you know, I've had certain situations where, like, I've been in so much profit, and through the spread charges, I've actually taken a loss, and, you know, it just ruins my weekend. So because I'm a day trader, I like to, you know, pick my trades, you know, on the weekend, know what trades I'm going to take. And when price actually reaches my zones, and now everybody's zones can be different, you know, you can read your zones to be different, but I kind of like trade on reaction zones and like quick in and out. And it works for me because it's something you can, you know, rinse and repeat every day, repeat every day. And you know, it's called compounding. And then at the end of the week, at the end of the month, there's always something in there, because it's not about, you know, making 10,000 on Monday and then losing 15,000 on Tuesday. And, you know, because just the same way you can win, you can just also lose it like that. So you want small, consistent wins. You know, treat it like a business. Like, each time you put a trade on, you don't, you know, it's money on the table. Like, you want to spend as less as possible in the business, so you can take away most of the profits home. So this is a strategy which I'd say I'd use is minimal trading. If you just do two to 3 trades a day, you know, risk, you know, 10 pips, 20 pips, or, you know, 1%, 2% of the account, however you want to do it in terms of your risk management, but always know how much you are willing to lose on that trade before you even enter the trade.
Right.
Otherwise, you might as well just go to the casino and just gamble your money.
All right. Well, thank you. That's super helpful. We just have a couple minutes left in this interview, so I'd like to get through a couple last questions. And
sure.
I guess try and impart your most deepest and most impactful piece of knowledge that you've learned with FundYourFX that's made you a better trader, and that you think will make the listeners a better trader.
Well, in the trading industry, capital is a big problem, which is a major problem, if anything, for traders. So with FundYourFX giving you an account, live account straight away is absolutely amazing. Like, you know, as a trader, you don't understand how valuable that capital is. with this being just one of the accounts that I'm trading on, it wasn't my sole focus, but for all the other traders, because I just came across FundYourFX not so long ago, but for all the other traders who are watching this, definitely give it a go. And believe me, once you gain that 10%, and then it's the journey's never ending, and at the end of the day, you don't fork any losses out, and they give you 50% of the profit share. So FundYourFX, in comparison to all the other prop firms who are doing challenges, definitely for me, as a whether you're a beginner trader or a professional trader, I'm definitely going to put FundYourFX up there.
Okay.
With definitely, because it's live capital, and from the money that you can make from FundYourFX, you can go and either fund your live account, or you can just fund your lifestyle with it, And believe me, just be patient. Don't try to rush it. Just please do go through the rules, because they do have rules, like certain lot size restrictions, and because of the amount of the capital, but that increases with your capital as it increases. Customer service has been perfect. Like, emails they've been responding, straight away. So most definitely. And, what I would like as well, in the near future, is when I go back to my motherland country of Bangladesh, I want to actually host an event for the traders in Bangladesh. And I will definitely recommend FundYourFX to.
Beautiful. Well, hey, Syed, thank you so much. And congratulations on all your success trading. I have no doubt that success is going to continue. And kudos to you for doing this and teaching other traders and helping other traders to follow in your footsteps. It's a lot of traders' dreams on FundYourFX and not on FundYourFX to reach a consistent level of success. And you've done that. And I hope that you continue to impart that knowledge on others. And I appreciate you taking the time to interview with me about your success. Thank you for sharing your strategy and your insights. And I know your success is going to inspire others. And I wish you the best of luck. I want you to keep up your work. And I'm excited to see where your journey takes you in the years to come. Syed, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right.